DS9 మీడియాకు స్వాగతం. కోవిడ్-19 వల్ల దేశవ్యాప్తంగా పలు పరిణామాలు చోటు చేసుకున్నాయి. ముఖ్యంగా లాక్డౌన్ సందర్భంగా ఆర్థిక అంశాలలో పెనుమార్పులు సంభవించాయి. ఈ సందర్భంగా దేశ ఆర్థిక వ్యవస్థను బలోపేతం చేసేందుకు 20 లక్షల కోట్ల రూపాయల ప్యాకేజీని ప్రధాని మోదీ ప్రకటించిన విషయం తెలిసిందే. ఈ సందర్భంగా కేంద్ర ఆర్థిక మంత్రి నిర్మలా సీతారామన్ మీడియా సమావేశం ఏర్పాటు చేశారు. రెండో ప్రాధాన్యత రంగాలైన 9 విభాగాలకు ప్రత్యేక ఆర్థిక ప్యాకేజీ వివరాలు వెల్లడించారు. ఆత్మ నిర్భర్ భారత్ అభియాన్ రెండో ప్యాకేజీ ప్రకటన సందర్భంగా మంత్రి మాట్లాడారు. 2.5 కోట్ల మంది రైతులకు కొత్తగా కిసాన్ కార్డులు, అడవుల పరిరక్షణ కోసం మొక్కలు నాటడం కోసం క్యాంపా పథకం, వర్కింగ్ క్యాపిటల్ రుణంగా 10,000 రుణం, స్వల్ప అద్దె గృహాల నిర్మాణానికి కొత్త పథకం, ఆగస్టు నుంచి ఒకే దేశం ఒకే కార్డు, దేశమంతా ఒకటే కనీస వేతనం ఉండేలా చూస్తామంటూ ఈ సందర్భంగా నిర్మలా సీతారామన్ తెలియజేశారు.
So on farmers, for example, it's not as if I'm giving only 2 steps, nothing more. Arey kisan ke liye chhod de kaam. No, there will be more. But today I'm bringing in 2. Just as I said, in each of the package, we'll keep in mind and prioritize concerns related to migrant workers, poor, those who are in need, and therefore that will continue. So if I have not spoken about a certain thing today, it's not as if Government of India has forgotten. After all, let's please remember, within hours of having announced the lockdown, the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana was for the poor, was for transferring cash to the poor, was for giving grains for the poor, and so on. And that's not enough. We will come with more. We are announcing more. So let's not look at each one of the silo as though that was the only thing. As I said earlier, there are tranches of announcements. Many things might overlap. Many of them might get mentioned here as well as mentioned once more somewhere else. So just a broad understanding on that. And before I get to talking about what we are doing on the migrants, I just want to let you know that about 3 crore farmers had availed loans which were given to them earlier in concessional rates, I think, which was direct support to farmers. And those 3 crore farmers had availed of agricultural loans which were over 4 lakh crores. 3 crore farmers who are marginal farmers had already benefited from 4 lakh crores of credit given to them. And those people who have availed of these credit through the Reserve Bank were also given a moratorium. For the next 3 months you don't have to pay your EMI and so on. Now, the interest subvention, which is normally given for prompt repayment in time, was extended till March. Now we are extending it up to 31st May 2020. So that is a thing which was already availed of, and for that we are giving a bit of an extension. And in the last 2 months, 25 lakh new Kisan credit cards have been given, which entails that they can take concessional credit. They're actually marginal farmers. So we've not forgotten them. And those 25 lakh new Kisan credit card holders have also been given or sanctioned a loan which totals to 25,000 crores. These are recent happenings. So there may have been a lockdown, but the government was not sitting quiet. It has been attending to a lot of those who are in the margins of our society, who are desperately in need of assistance to carry on with their small work. So that is something which I want to draw your attention to before we move on to today's package.
मैं सबसे पहले तो मीडिया के अपने मित्रों का आभार प्रकट करता हूं जिन्होंने आत्मनिर्भर भारत इस संकल्प को, इस अभियान को जन जन तक पहुंचाने का काम किया है। पिछले 2 दिनों में पूरे देश भर में आपने चर्चा को बदला है, एक सकारात्मक सोच खड़ी हुई है। इसके लिए मैं आप सबका बहुत बहुत आभार प्रकट करता हूं। अगर 2014 में भी देखें तो मोदी जी ने अपने सबसे पहले भाषण में यही कहा था कि ये उनकी सरकार वो जो गरीबों के लिए सोचे, जो गरीबों को सुने।
For them, there is a credit-linked subsidy scheme which was introduced by Government of India in May 2017. This was operationalized from 17, but it was extended only up to 31st March 2020. This scheme benefits a lot of people who want to have simple, affordable houses. So this scheme, which is credit-linked subsidy scheme, is being extended up to March 2021. Government will extend this scheme, and we think over and above over 3.3 lakh crores of 3.3 lakh families which benefited till now, 3.3 lakh families which benefited till now will now additionally have another 2.5 lakh middle income families which will join in by this 1-year extension that we are offering. That scheme, which started in 2017, was to end in March 2020. We are extending it by 1 more year till March 2021. And we think in this 1 year, another 2.5 lakh people will benefit from this so that they can have affordable houses for themselves under this particular scheme, credit-linked subsidy scheme. By doing this, we think we'll immediately be able to spur jobs creation. Immediately the demand for steel, cement, and also transportation, heavy-duty transportation, will all improve. And construction materials will also come to be demanded. And therefore, this will have immediate impact on the demand side of the
हाउसिंग सेक्टर को बढ़ावा देने के लिए जो मिडिल
This is the time when all these, Vriksharopan and other things happen. And therefore, this scheme is given a special push so that the tribals and Adivasis will have some money in their hands by joining in these work. Somewhat to an extent, some states also want to extend it to semi-urban areas and utilize this fund. That is something which the central government and the environment ministry will take care of addressing it. So semi-urban and partly fringes of urban areas, if they want to use it, it's up to the states and the environment ministry. But largely, this is going to generate employment for the tribals and Adivasis, for forestry related work and forest infrastructure related work, 6,000 crore to start with.
रोजगार के और अवसर पैदा हों और विशेष तौर पर आदिवासी इलाकों में, ट्राइबल एरियाज में हो, ग्रामीण क्षेत्रों में हो, तो 6,000 करोड़ के कैंपा फंड्स का सदुपयोग और रोजगार के अवसर पैदा करने के लिए किया।
You've really been a catalyst in the stimulus giving exercise. So I thank all of you all, which the Honorable MOS did mention even at the start. We certainly look forward to having you pass all this information, disseminate this information, spread this information so that people get to know what this government is doing. So even as we are looking at COVID as an opportunity, not look at COVID as, oh my God, my economy. No, yes, there are people suffering. Yes, we notice a lot of people undergoing severe, constraints. They are walking back to their homes. Prime Minister had requested, please stay wherever you are. But nevertheless, emotions being what they are, and their concerns being what they are, we understand migrants moving. We will have to extend all benefits, and that's what we are trying to do. And therefore, in this entire COVID-related response, I thank the media for constantly keeping every concern heard both ways, from the citizen to the government, and from the government, the stimuluses and other things that we want to do to the people. First of all, I referred to migrants who have already gone back to their villages in the context of Manrega. I've also referred to the ration card, which will be one nation, one ration card business, on which we said 83% coverage is already done. The rest have to be done. But however, before March 2020, 2021, we'll complete that. As regards migrants who are walking, which is very, very touchy and makes all of us, there's a tug at my heart when I watch this, and all of us feel terribly bad. We are making every state government provide freshly cooked food for them. Even as they're walking, maybe if they're going to any shelter places where food is being provided, state governments are conscious and they have to be providing it. So for the migrants, I think even as they're walking, giving dry ration may not help. So it is up to the state governments. The state governments from where they are moving to where they are moving, it's for those state governments to make the provision. Now that I have announced that non-ration card holders can also be given, that's not something I'm doing now. I'm giving it for free now. 5 kgs and 1 kg chana, all that is being given for the next 3 months free, next 2 months free, 2 months free is being announced now. But till before now, we had already said that the states can, at a discounted rate of 22 rupees for rice and 21 rupees for wheat, any quantity can be lifted on credit without paying anything. State governments have been given that facility so that they can take that amount of rice and wheat and pulses so that they can cook the meal and serve it to them. So that provision has been given to the states and to also NGOs, charitable organizations, gurudwaras, whoever wants to do it. So states and other organizations can certainly benefit by the earlier thing that was provided by central government. Now I've given this additionally, totally free, but this is also dry ration. So for people who are moving, I would think the state governments can provide them cooked meal in the nearest available shelter homes.